The crisis in Iran is impacting global markets, in particular oil prices, which have jumped significantly, rising more than 10%. This could add to the already hot inflation picture in Australia. Our senior reporter Matt Taylor is across the story. And Matt, the RBA governor has been speaking this morning. What's the message?
The message is that it's still a moment to wait and see what happens with respect to what we're seeing in the Middle East. But really, this could impact the interest rate story going forward. Let's remind you again of what's happening with the price of oil, because in the last 24 hours, we have seen a significant move to the upside. The price there, you can see on your screen, up by about 9% or so, gains of about 12% or so yesterday. But adding to the volatility this morning is the fact that we have seen the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. Now, this is quite a critical and vital shipping lane in the Middle East that passes right around the peninsula there. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard claiming that it has closed the strait, according to Reuters, and that it will set fire to any ships that have passed through. About a third of the world's seaborne oil passes through the Strait of Hormuz, so it is a significant and critical passage for the transportation of global oil. If we do see things getting cut off there, it really will impact supply and push those prices higher. Some analysts over at Barclays saying oil prices could hit $100 per barrel if the security situation escalates. UBS is a lot more bearish. They're saying that prices could hit as much as 120. And this could impact the inflation story here in Australia. Of course, we already have hot inflation, the monthly CPI figure showing inflation at 3.8%. And fuel prices go into everything, the cost of groceries, because if fuel's more expensive, then the transportation costs go up, which is then passed on to consumers. We did hear from the RBA governor essentially saying that this could be a bit of a double-edged sword. If we do see rising prices, it could mean that inflation goes up. But if we see rising prices, it could also dampen economic growth as well. Take a listen to some of what Michelle Bullock had to say.
It's too early to say what the economic impact will be. Events are moving rapidly, and there are different ways that this can play out. A supply shock of this nature, for example, could add to inflation pressures. And the potential implications for inflation expectations also are something that we're very alert to. A prolonged impact on energy markets could have adverse effects on global economic activity and result in downward pressure on inflation.
We did see Wall Street mixed overnight. Let's take a look at what's happening on the Australian market, though. Today, we are seeing the ASX now under some pressure, off by about 0.8%. We did see a knee-jerk reaction lower yesterday, but the market managed to claw back a lot of those declines and actually closed on the flat line with a slight gain. Oil sector, we saw some significant gains yesterday, some money being taken off the table for a couple of those stocks today. Gold, we're seeing investors move to the safety of gold. We saw big gains yesterday. Again, some money coming off of the table there today as well. Travel stocks also hit significantly as well. Another day in the red there. Qantas down by about 2.5%. Virgin Australia off by about 3.6%. Kieran, back to you.